attempting to become the 8th team that would qualify forward. We have 7 already out of these 16 participants that will take place in the Asia Cup 2021 in Indonesia. There is the current group standings. Japan leading the way, having played an extra game than China. The top 2 teams from Group B would qualify forward into that tournament, taking place in August and September. So these 2 teams in the front seat so far for one of the 2 qualification spots. Neither team, though, having wrapped up qualification quite yet.
Let's meet the players first for Japan.
So teams
Number 0,
getting called out onto the floor. Here is the Japanese team coming out. A thin bench for them here. They've already played a couple of games here in Pampanga in preparation. They've recorded the big victory over Chinese Taipei. That was back in February, but now here in this June window, the game against China, they went down 57 to 66. That took place on Wednesday, an entertaining game. So it'll be interesting to see, will Japan be able to turn around that game? Something we'll get into later, the 3-point shooting, which may well be the difference between these teams here tonight. The Japanese team out onto the floor. There is their head coach, Julio Llamas.
Number 1, Wu Qian.
And in charge, as we now see this Chinese team coming out onto the floor. China, we said, unbeaten. They've played 2 games, both here in Pampanga. They beat Japan in that game on Wednesday. They played on Thursday night to defeat Chinese Taipei comfortably, 115 to 66. And they will play Chinese Taipei once again on tomorrow evening as well to try and wrap up their qualifications. It's been a good spell so far for the Chinese. Can they continue it here today and seal qualification? We'll take a quick break here as the players stand for the national anthem. First for Japan and then China.
And now the national anthem of China.
Anthems completed then. There are officials for today's game from Indonesia, Philippines and Korea. As they get ready to get underway as well. Teams in the final stages of their warm-ups
The alternate official is Nicor Baron from the Philippines.
Yeah, fourth day of competition will tip off here between China and Japan in Asia Cup qualification. We mentioned these two teams faced off once before, 57-66. It was a low-scoring affair. You know, Japan went down in the end despite a big fourth quarter. They won 22-16. They were led by Hyuma, who had 12 points alongside Kanemaru, and then 11 for Harimoto as well. 3 scorers in double figures for this Japanese team. And it's all about the three-point shooting for them. They shot 39%, 37%. They've shot 39% across their qualification games so far. And we see a quick look at their starting five. It will be Rosita, Hyuma, Kanemaru, Tanaka, and Shafa, the 5 that will go for Japan. So a good introduction for them, bringing in Rosita for the first time as we see the players coming off the bench for coach Julio Llamas. And can Japan make those small adjustments in order to get a victory over the Chinese here tonight? There is the head coach of Japan, Julio Llamas. Of course, a coach that led this Japanese team into the World Cup in China in 2019. Both of these two teams participated at that level, despite the fact both went out at the group stages. I think positives to be taken from that. Now, the Chinese, as they had 2 double-figure scorers in that win over Japan. It was a real balanced team effort for them. You know, everybody playing sizable minutes. 11 players played more than 7 minutes in the game. They rotated. But the big undoing for the Chinese team, though, just 5 of 28, 17% for 3. And they've shot just 20% across their games in qualification so far. So there'll be something to keep an eye on. The great three-point shooting from Japan, the struggles from the three-point line of China. They were led by, I mentioned, 2 double-figure scorers. The number 10 as Yo Peng. He is in the starting lineup alongside the others there you see. And then also the number 14, Shun Zugie, the man who scored 11 points in that victory over the Japanese. China, a rich tradition in FIBA Asia Cup. There is head coach Du Feng, the man in charge of this Chinese team. They have not do as well in the last time out, that 2017 edition in the Lebanon, just 5th place for them. And stopped a run of medal performances for them. They are the leading country in Asia Asia basket. Gold medals, 16. The next highest is the Philippines with 5, as China 19 medals in total, really have dominated in recent years. For Japan, 5th in the table, 2 golds, but last one coming in 1971 for them. That was when the tournament was held in Tokyo. And for this Japanese team, they haven't really done anything in recent years. Their best finish, a 4th place in 2015, but apart from that, the only other time they've been in the medals recently was back in 1997, in which they secured a silver medal. Japanese basketball, though, in a resurgence, with a thriving domestic league in the B League. So what will that man there, Ryan Ross, coming into the lineup, do to help this Japanese team here tonight? It should be an entertaining game. 2 old rivals going at it as Japan and China face off here, FIBA Asia Cup 2021 qualifiers. Players are out on the floor. Hello and welcome. We are off and underway. The jump ball is won by China. China facing off against Japan. Man-to-man defense for the Japanese. As China look to the inside, but an early turnover. And Japan themselves may give the ball straight back. It is out of bounds, so a scrappy start from both teams. And 17 seconds later, we'll start it all over again with a Chinese possession. So both teams failed to execute. A little bit of pressure up the floor. As China back into that same sort of set, that horns alignment. See if they can execute a little bit better this time. Good defense away from the ball from Japan. A quick three goes up. Doesn't drop, and that's something we've got to keep an eye on. We said China have struggled in qualification. Japan shot it excellently. And now they'll face off against this pressure. Good ball movement. The open three. And there it is, the difference. Japan knocking it down as Tanaka makes the opening three of the game. Iki Tanaka knocking it down. An excellent three-point shooter, man, who's been there and done it for Japan as China get an easy one the other way. He'll slip to the inside. Hu Qian gets the score. Lovely feed from Shun Zugie too, as another three is up and good. Back-to-back triples for Japan. And that is what they're going to do. They're going to try and space the floor, share it, knock down the three-point shot. Great start for them. And China respond. Another turnover. 3 against 2. Open transition. The three goes up. Doesn't fall. Rebound taken in by Young Zhenlin. Another turnover. Good quick hands that time from Rositza. The other way. Japan will slow it a little bit here. They love to play that up-tempo game. Look at that ball movement. Nice little fake. And there'll be 2 shots to come. Great work from Japan. They used the early screen. Quick ball movement coming out as we see the three-point shot falling. That is Kanemaru, a double-figure scorer last time out, and that is why. Excellent shooting. And now Javi Schaffer will be at the line for 2. Been impressed with this start for Japan. Just 2 minutes in. I'm sure Coach Julio Lamas will be delighted as well. You wouldn't know it from his face, but a good offensive start for them. Forced China into a couple of turnovers as well. I think that man there, Coach Feng, will not be happy with his team's inefficient start. Here they go once more. Horns action now. They'll try and pass to the inside, but once again, already 3 early turnovers for China. Now Japan have a little bit of an opening. They'll move the ball to the perimeter. Rositza isolates at the top. Tries to run that high screen. That's a wide open look. Surely you can't give that up too often to Japan. This time Tanaka can't get it to go, and China come the other way. Just need to get a good shot this time, China, rather than a turnover. Now they'll run wing ball screen, but they'll pull it high with 10 on the clock. Good defense, switching from Japan. It's nearly a turnover, but a foul called against Roster. Quick hands from him, little smile, gives a thumbs up to the referee. He's nearly took it away. Zhao Jiwei managed to get the call from the official. Substitutions coming in for China already. You can kind of understand why 3 minutes in, but a very sloppy beginning for the Chinese team. Into the low post. Little square up. Yopeng along the baseline gets it to go. Lovely reverse from Hung. Oh, swiftly, Japan come. The Chinese defense recovers, and then a cheap foul as Yopeng, the man who just scored at one end, commits the personal. Here he is. Baseline reverse, goes with the left hand. Fall into the floor. That is a beautiful finish. Off balance. Flips it up. Great body control. Good finish from him. As now Hijima sells the fake, puts it on the floor, gets into the lane. Hijima takes a hit. No call, gets it to go. Gives the referee a little glance. Great work from him. Well, we know he can knock down the 3 ball, but Makoto Hijima getting it done. Going to the basket as well. The 3 from China is good. Well, We mentioned the woes they've had from beyond the three-point line, but not that time for Yopeng. Nice little inside play, and the offense are rolling for both teams here. Avi Schaffer getting it to go swiftly back on the defensive end as China trying to respond. A high-scoring game so far here in the Philippines. These two teams going at it. Japan looking smooth offensively. China having their problems. A few early turnovers, but still very much within touching distance. Comes in from the end line. Strong drive. Oh, the lefty. Little scoop is good. Nice work from Shun Zugie. Japan using the high screen. Schaffer puts it on the extra pass, gets it back. Sorry, it's Rossiter. He knocks it down. Ryan Rossiter, showing his versatility, using the pick and pop, moves the ball on, spaces the floor, knocks it down. Japan still continuing some great offense here. Now China take a three of their own. Miss, rebound. Taken in by Japan. 6-point lead here midway through this first quarter. High tempo start. Early screen as a foul is going to be called. That's going to be a battle to watch, those two going at it. Rossiter for Japan. Then Yopeng for this Chinese team as well. There we see the drive. That's just lovely footwork. A little delay. And then the other way, Rossiter knocking it down. Good play offensively from both teams. And a timeout is going to be called. No. No confusion here. Chinese players had gone to the bench as though it was a timeout. I don't think it is. No, so the referees are going to go to the monitor to have a little look at here. Players are told they've got to stay onto the floor. Not sure what it is that they're trying to clarify. So a hot start for Japan. 15 points already, not even midway through this first quarter. We know, they can shoot the three. They've done that well early, but the ball movement has been beautiful. Really impressed with the way they've played. China trying to exert their power game. Look to go to the inside, but have turned it over. If they can just, get that work in a little bit more without turning the ball over, that could be the advantage for them. So here's the replay. Let's have a little look. I think they were clarifying if that was a 3 or 2. Yeah, it's whether or not the foot was on the line. Referee right on top of it called a 3. I couldn't quite see on that replay, so the score hasn't changed. I think it will be a 15-9 game. We'll see. Foul. Whistled. Ran Fan Wei is going to be called for it. Straight into the action. Fan Wei. As Japan have substitutions of their own. Togashi coming in for the first time. Where's the number 2? Jet quick point guard. And 2 shots to come here for Japan. As Makoto Hijima is at the line. Hijima makes number 1, steadies himself here for the second. It's good. Japan now, it's 8-point game for them. What an excellent start. They'll be delighted. China trying to make something happen. Spacing isn't great. This is the problem. If you can't knock down the 3, defense can really start to suck in, protect the inside. I think that's been the reason for some of these turnovers for the Chinese team. Another foul. This one called against Japan. 3rd team foul against them. China I've already committed 4, so any more fouls will be shooting for the Japanese. Rossiter nearly takes it away. That battle of the bigs once more. Substitutions have come in for China. So it's big Zhou Qi going against the inside now. Oh no, doesn't find the target. Eventually it's picked up by Ran Fan Wei. Now China trying to make something happen. Eventually to the inside, tough fadeaway. Doesn't go, but an excellent tip. Well, was it a pass or was it a shot? Because there's a pass. It was absolutely on the money for Zhou Qi, who gets the tip to go. I think it may have been a shot, though. As now the screen comes. Japan moving the ball nicely. From one side to the other. Here comes another ball screen. 3 seconds left on the clock. Jima's going to have to make something happen. His runner doesn't go. Easy rebound for China. Better defensive possession for them that time. Felt like they had a bit more control, and now they'll use their pick and roll, get to the basket. Offensive rebound as well. This is more like the Chinese basketball they'll want to play. Excellent finish in the end from Ran Yanfei. First points for him. Better possession both ways for China. Now can they back it up again with another stop? Hijima trying to find some room. Gives it to Rossiter. Oh, what a look from Rossiter. Hitel Shafa make the cut. Inches away. As here we see the fade. That's the one. Was it a pass or was it a shot? Not sure. And then Ran Yanfei gets it to go. 3, no good. China got a chance to make it a 2-point game here. Look at the defense for Japan. 5 guys in the key then for a second. China, 10 on the clock, trying to find some room. The screen is Shojiue. Eventually they get it to the inside, and once more the post-up play. This time Zhou Qi gets it to go. 2-point game. The strength of the Chinese, not playing at their best, but still within 2. Great ball movement from Japan. Another open look, and they knock it down. Once again, just beautiful team play. Shafa showing his versatility this time. Seen him playing along that baseline. Now he steps out, makes the 3. Extends it back to a 5-point game. There, screen at the opening. The passer trying to go to Hu Mingxuan. Didn't quite get there. Substitutions come in for Japan. As we see Miyato Tsuji coming for the first time. Pull up is good for China. Great work from Xu Jie. Tempo dying just a little here. Probably suits in favor of China. There's Japan now using this beautiful space in. Rossiter on that short roll, can't be found, but an open 3. Far side, they knock down yet another one. It's Ando this time. New man in, but every one of this Japanese team showing the range, showing that ability to knock down the 3-point shot, makes them so dangerous. 5 of 8 they are as a team now. Early screen, China trying to find some room. Tough drive. Oh, nice little step through. Will it go? Doesn't quite get the roll. But that's that man, Ran Yanfei, who since his introduction to this game has had an impact. We see the pull-up on the previous possession. Ran Yanfei, 2 points and a rebound. Only played 3 minutes. Will be at the line for 2 here. Makes the first. It is a deep Chinese team. I said in the build-up, they had 11 of their 12 players played more than 7 minutes in the game against Japan last time out, so they were able to keep it as a high tempo. They will rotate often here. You can see that with guys like Ran Fan Yamwei coming in. And it's such an impact. Japan, you know, not as deep, don't have as many players, and this can be an interesting time now. Rosita and Chapa both go to the bench for the Japanese. It's been the inside duo for them so far in this game. How can they operate with both of those on the bench, being real playmakers? There's that pressure on the ball from China and an offensive foul. Yeah, credit. Nothing will go in the statistics there, but all the credit to Hu Mengzhui there, because look at this on-ball defense from the number 3 from China. Really hounded Suji with the ball, and then blew up the ball screen as well. Drew the offensive foul. 4-point game. Nice little lob over the top is finished, but an offensive foul the other way. A lovely pass. A little nod of appreciation there from Zhao Shi to his inside duo partner. He thanked that man Lu Owenbo, who is fresh into the game. .126 left, first quarter action. Entertaining game, high scoring. A good tempo to it, as we'd expect from these two teams. Nice little inside out, but wise decision on the penetration from Togashi. Here he is again. Now a pull-up, takes the triple, knocks it down. Togashi making plays off the bounce. And look at that Japanese defense already poised. You know, kills any transition opportunity for China. They're going to have to go into the half court. Probably not the worst idea for them anyway. They'll move it on. Hit that high screen, lovely little bounce pass. Oh, that's great point guard play of both ends. You just saw Togashi one end, you know, penetrate, poise, patience, and then here he is coming off the screen. A little bit of separation, knocking down the 3. Then the other way as well. Credit to China. Shugie got into the lane. Also showed some great poise. Nice little bounce pass to find his big man. And Zhao Qie knocks down the first. Zhao Qie coming in with some good production as well. 5 points. I think it's 6 points now. 3 rebounds from him. Still a 5-point game. Japan having led throughout here. Try and hold, use some clock. It is Togashi dancing with the ball to the lane. Oh, lovely kick. Look at the wide open look once again. All about the guard play of Togashi. This time it's Naoto Tsuji knocking down the 3 ball, but it's an excellent pass out. 29 points for Japan in this first quarter. China going to have to try and get some control on that end. They'll hold, try and take the final shot here. Don't quite have the opportunity unless they run it well. They will miss driving to the basket, and possession back to Japan. 7 seconds for the speed of this Japanese team is an eternity. They'll be able to get a decent shot here, no doubt about that. China look like they're going to shuffle the pack, get in some players for defense here. 6.9. One final attempt for Japan to top off of a great first quarter. They've got some room. They'll stop, fire the 3, but way off. Offensive rebound. It goes. Is it going to count? Waved away. Wow, some good work on the glass from Togashi. There he is. It was waved away initially by the referees. I think it was a little bit late. They'll probably go and look, but that is the end of the first quarter. Entertaining game here in the Philippines. China against Japan, and it's the Japanese that have the lead. Here's the final shot. No, doesn't get it away. Good work from the officials. They called it in live time. They won't need a replay for that. Great work from them. There is confirmation being wiped away. So the end of the first quarter here, 29-21, Japan in the lead. So look at the statistics. I mean, three-point shooting, we said it. It's going to tell the story. 7 for 11 for Japan. Incredible from them. China, they've struggled. As we see the action, and there it is. Three-point shooting. And, you know, it's easy to say three-point shooting from Japan is something China's got to take away, but it's the action that gets the shots. Plays like this, you know, the penetration keeps the defense honest. The moment you come and help, then Japan have just been elite at finding the open man. Beautiful ball movement from them in this first 10 minutes. And I've been impressed by the sharing of the basketball. Credited with 9 assists in that first quarter alone. Japan, and you can see it in their play. Work to be done for China. 2-0 in qualification in Group B so far, the Chinese. But, you know, a test for them here tonight against Japan. That is for sure. Don't forget to download the official FIBA Asia Cup 2021 app for all the latest information, highlights, results, and more in the build-up and throughout the tournament taking place end of August into September in Indonesia. Great to have international basketball back. Should be an entertaining tournament. See if Australia can repeat that gold medal they secured for the first time in the last edition, 2017 in Beirut, defeating Iran in the final, 79-56. We've already seen Iran take up one of those 7 qualification spots already. Question is, will these two teams be joining them? They're in good positions so far, but here tonight, we are underway in quarter number 2. Japanese possession with this 8-point lead. Out there onto the floor as they're running the shooter along the baseline. Nice little fake and go. There's another kick, and that's exactly what I was talking about. You know, Niato Tsuji did an excellent job running the baseline. Didn't take the early 3, got to the lane. Help has to come, and then kick out gets the advantage as foul is eventually called against Yopeng. Lamas, credit to him, and an excellent job with this Japanese team. Now they're going to slip to the basket. As Tsuji got it at the ring, he looked up to try and make the play and just saw the big frame of 2 Chinese defenders overlooking him. Nowhere to go. Turned it over. And now China. Can they, first of all, look after the ball? That's been a big question so far. They'll get to the inside, move it on. And now the layup doesn't go. Offensive rebound is good. Keeps the ball in possession with China. Now a foul. 5 turnovers in that first quarter for the Chinese team. China asking for a shooting foul. Don't think they're going to get it. There's Shun Zujie was fouled. Look how far back they've been forced to take that inbound. Zojibwe gets to the inside. Nice pass off from him. And Shun Zujie gets the score. Zujie moves to 4 points now. China just kind of hanging around, staying within touching distance. Japan using the screen, short roll. I'll move it on, but a loose pass turned over. Well, Taguchi with a bad kick out, wasn't it? That's what we said, the lack of depth for this Japanese team. Osita and Shafa both going out to the bench, and that's usually the role where Osita has been so good. Catching it around that high post area, making passes, putting it on the floor occasionally, you know, knocking down his own shot. This time the difference when he's not out there, it's a turnover. This could be called as an unsportsmanlike foul. As the steal from Wuqian. Saw him go off to the races, and a foul was called. If there was nobody else back, if it was from the side or behind, it would be called as an unsportsmanlike, which it may well be here. Yeah, there's the clarification. It is an unsportsmanlike foul against Japan. Let's have another look. There's the quick hands. So Wuqian is away. Well, there is a defender back. I guess no play for the ball. Could be the call from the officials as Haramoto picked up the unsportsmanlike foul. Rossitus has come back in for Japan. Said that, you know, he is so key for their team. First is good. Two for two with Xian. There is Rossiter back out there on the floor for this Japanese team. And the numbers don't really tell the story for me. Rossiter 3 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound, but just such a big impact. His versatility. There he is again, coming over, playing some great help defense. Walled up, takes the hit from the Chinese attacker. And while China is searching for a foul, Zhao Zhenhao was knocked to the floor. It's possession back for Japan. Starters beginning to come back out there now after a break for them. As Miyoto Hijama comes back in for Japanese as well. Here he is with the ball. Oh, lovely little crossover. Wide open three. It's a rare miss for Japan on such an open one. Togashi had no hesitation in shooting. Already knocked down one. Now China trying to find some room, trying to unlock this Japanese defense. There's going to get a foul call. Rossiter, a little nod towards the bench, and some frustration from him, picking up that foul, the third against Japan in this quarter. Coach Lama speaking to his bench. Foul is going to be called an offensive foul. An illegal screen from Zujie. He's never really established position, tried to re-ski, just shuffling his feet. Easy call for the official. China trying to chase the ball, trying to double team, be aggressive. It's a dangerous tactic against this Japanese team, because if they are able to evade the pressure, they're going to be able to move it and get open looks. They did it there, missed. There's a couple of words being had between Zujie and Rossiter. Not sure what happened. Rossiter looked like he was with Peacemaker there. Let's have another look then. it was all for nothing, wasn't it? I'm not sure what the frustration is from the Chinese. It was clearly a foul. Haramoto took the contact. A foul was called against Zhao Jiwei, which is the correct call, and then there was a coming together, and not sure what the frustration was, really. Oh, nice little ball movement. Look at that, wide open from Japan. Can almost count it as soon as he got the shot, couldn't you? Makoto Hijima knocking down another 3. Great ball movement from Japan, just excellent speed of execution from them. China the other way. Oh, it gets stuck. They got to work all again. They had the advantage. Now, can they find another one? Their open 3 is good in response. Oh, looked like the opportunity is gone, but Zhao Jiwei makes the 3. He continues to move. Gets it opening. Rusted up, poor pass. It was too late that time. China in transition. Foul is called. There's Hijima. And again, there's a little coming together between the players. This game's starting to get a little bit heated here. Once again, it'd be interesting to see a replay. Hijima made the foul, which was an easy call for the officials. As he was just walking back, a Chinese player looked to just walk into him, give him a little bit of a bump. That's why he didn't like it. So officials need to make this a tight game, I think, for a couple of minutes. Really try and calm it down. I'll talk it over here, see if they go to the monitor to look at anything. It's going to be 2 shots to come for Jiao Jianhao. Not a discussion. And Rossiter showing some leadership with this Japanese team. And you see him just in the front of your picture there, in deep discussion as the referees continue to talk in the back. I'm not sure what it is that's taken so long for them. So all of that, and then they're going to go and look at the screen. So that seems to sense the benches a little bit. See if we can see something. So I think the thing to watch out for is Makoto Hijima commits the foul, and as he's walking back, and there's a little coming together, a little bump between him and another player. What is, where's that come from? It's probably going to be Hijima and somebody else that could receive some punishment here, if there's going to be anything. Just looking at foul trouble. Hijima already has 2. Rossiter has 2 as well for the Japanese. I think we haven't really mentioned there's some problems for them foul trouble wise. Nothing for the Chinese, and they're so deep. All 12 players, or sorry, 11 of 12 having already played for China here. Everybody having played 5 minutes as well. So a real split in the minutes for the Chinese. I don't think they'll worry about foul trouble. A lot more implications for Japan. Looks like we've come to a verdict. Technical foul against Hijima, and a technical foul against Wu Qian as well. So let's have a look. Yeah, let's see if we can see it. There's the foul from Hijima. Wasn't a great one. But watch right here afterwards. Just a little push right there. Oh, no, there's the hit. That's what we were talking about. I think that is Wu Qian for sure has to take some responsibility for that. There's no need whatsoever. A lot of pushing and shoving for nothing. This is going to hurt Japan a lot more than China, because that's now 3 fouls on Hijima, who picks up the technical there. It's now a 3-point game as well. Chance to be a 1-point lead. Sorry, 2-point game. Made 2 free throws. You missed the first on the screen. So 30 plays 32. Substitutions come in for Japan as Hijima's gone out and Tanaka back in. Here is Tanaka with the ball. Calls the play for Japan. Nice ball movement. Oh, a little drop of the pass. 3 seconds on the clock. Gonna have to go quickly. Oh, the extra pass. Open look, doesn't go. And China secure the rebound, push in the opposite direction. Drive, little dump off is good, and an easy finish. Great play from China. Good aggression from them. The assist is from Zhao Zhenhao, and the score in the end was Sun Zhujie. Tied at 32 apiece here. Japan get an easy one going the other way. Tanaka just opened up for him. Defense blew the assignment there. Japan regained their lead. Penetration from Wuxian. Can't get it to go. Japan rushing the other way. Move the ball into the corner. Smart decisions from them. Not to take the early shot, and then eventually the foul will be called against Yang Yanlin. There's the nice little drive and dump off. Draws the help. And just unselfish play before the response from Tanaka. Rossiter at the line. He's got 2 fouls. Playing some big minutes here. Without wanting to pick up that third. Thanks this first one. Schaffer's come back into the game. So Rossiter, 4 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound. Can't get the second to go. Yang Yanlin moves it on. Good defense from Japan. Nowhere to go for China. Shot clock down to 5. Can this Japanese defense finish the possession? They can. Excellent box out. Roster takes in the rebound. He is fouled. And there'll be 2 shots to come. Silly foul from the Chinese. I think that's exactly what they're being told from the sideline. A good defensive possession. Look at the box out. Easy rebound for Rossiter. There's just no need for the foul. Sun Zhujie, not sure what he was thinking. Puts the opposition on the line from 90 feet away from their own basket. Wholesale changes coming in for the Chinese there. So 5 out, 5 in. Entire change. Shows the depth of that Chinese team. Rossiter makes 1 of 2. 4-point lead for Japan. Such an electric start to the first quarter. It was so quick, the game. Slowed a little here, as we'd expect. Some of those fouls as well have just taken away a little of the tempo. Now China penetrate, can't finish. But the penetration caused the help. Even though they didn't get the basket on the drive, there was an open man for the rebound. That's what it. The reason Zhou had the ball in his hands and then keeps possession for China. There it is, Zhao Shi looking for it, doesn't get it. And a shot clock violation. Japan, can they build this lead back once more? They've led throughout this game here. 8 at one stage, they had it. Just 4 right now. As Tanaka goes to the inside. Rossiter again, the kind of distributor. Tanaka loses the handle, picks it up. Shot clock getting low. Japan have got to force it up. They do. Doesn't go. It looks like that's going to be a Japanese ball. Great work. I think it was Schaffer on the glass. Cause problems for China. Gets the offensive rebound. They're winning plays for me. You know, plays like that. Didn't really have a right to get a rebound. It was a dead possession for Japan. They've still got a chance to get something out of it, though. Here is the open 3. Doesn't drop from Kanemaru. He's been quiet tonight. 3 points after the double-figure game last time these two teams played on a couple of nights ago. China. This near wing. Now look to go to the inside, but Shoji's attempted entry pass is kicked. He'll give him a fresh 14 to bring it in from the side. It is Hu Mingxuan. And now Yan Fei has been a difference maker when he has come on. And Yan Fei, 6 points now for him, makes it a 2-point game. Another foul called against China. Well, they've got fouls to give because they've got such a deep team, and it's created a little bit of a tempo that suits them. Now they're going to be slowed down, but now they're just putting Japan on the free throw line, and the Japanese can get some easy points. 6 of 8 from the line, Japan. Make it 7 from 9, as the first is good for Kanemaru, and this is a great opportunity for him. Said he's had a quiet game so far. He hit an early 3. Hasn't had a great look since then, really. Now he makes his 2. Is that the opportunity for him to now build some confidence, start to get that eye in, get the rhythm? Makes it that 4-point game once more. China looking to the inside, they can't. Now they're going to go high-low. Vanier once more. And Yan Fei really has been causing problems. We'll go to the line. Vanier alongside Zashi is the leading scorer in this Chinese team with 6 so far. Foul was called against Schaffer. Timeout now. Called by Japan. They have the lead, as they have throughout this first half, but 38-34, and a chance for China at the free throw line after this timeout to cut it to a 2-point game. Let's see if we can listen in to Coach Lamas.
They changed the press defense. So Rusey's man is fronting me, my man's behind me. So Daiki, when you get the screen, just post up right here, keep him on your back. Rusey pass right back. Yeah.
Next off, we play this again, okay? And in the other, play 2 for Daiki.
Some good insight into the timeout. Rossiter said about his leadership skills, the way he was getting the team together earlier on the floor. Now, even in the timeout, an active speaker, talking about the changes in the Chinese defense, the little adjustments they've made in the way that they're playing against this Japanese offense, and how then Japan can counter that. The real chess game between the two teams in strategy. As the first is good. And Yan Fei continues his great game so far in this first half. Just one of two, but the offensive rebound won by China, and then a foul as well. Well, the ball just clipping the ring killed the timing of the jump from Avi Shaffer. That really is going to hurt him. Picks up the offensive rebound as well. All credit to Zhao Qi. Zhao Qi at the line. This front line for China. Zhao Qi and Yan Fei really has caused problems. Can't hit the first. Second is good for him. 2-point game now. 2 of 4 from the free throw strike for China in that spell. Japan holding, waiting. Long pass against the target. And now a 3. Foul, and it's good. Oh, great possession in the end for Japan. You know, really didn't have the rhythm of some of the others. Guys looking around, tough pass to the inside, but all of a sudden, how did that man, Kanemaru, get that opening? And we said, gets going from the line, then knocks down the 3 ball. Now he's fouled as well. So Kanemaru, after a quiet first half, essentially, has all of a sudden gone to double figures, 10 points for him. And this Japanese league balloons up to 6 points. China trying to find something. Offensive foul. It's the same play that they got the lob earlier from, but that was waved away for an offensive foul. And now this one here has been waved away for the offensive foul as well. So twice they've run the play and twice it's been a turnover. Looks like the foul is going to be called against Lu Oenbo, number 16. He was the man setting that screen. What an opportunity for Japan. Under 3 minutes left in this first half. Nice drive. Little switch of the hands, but it's wiped away. Great rejection. Zhao Qi gets the block. Now he's down the floor early, but can't get in on the inside. I'll look for him on this weak hand side of the floor. Here he is, Zhao Qi, double teamed. And foul is called against Harimoto. Oh, look at that from Zhao Qi. Timed it perfectly, didn't he? Just excellent reach. 25 years of age. Zhao Qi spent some time in the NBA. Yeah, arguably the highest profile of this Chinese team here today. Was selected in 2016 in the second round by the Houston Rockets. Spent a season with them in the 17-18 season. Sometime in the NBA G League with the Rio Grande Valley Vipers as well. One of 2 once more, and then substitutions for China brings Hu Mingxuan back into the game. 3 up once more. That man, Kanemaru, taken over the game late on in the second quarter. Must have taken offense to me saying he had a quiet game. It's been incredible. Back-to-back threes. And then got three free throws as well. He is the hot hand for Japan right now. China trying to go to the inside, trying to go to Zhao Qi. As a foul will send them back to the line. But the problem for China, you know, they've done a great job getting it to the inside. They've done a great job getting themselves to the foul line, but they've missed some free throws, you know, in the last few possessions. They're 11 for 14 now, but all three of those misses have come in the last few possessions. Zhao Qi went 1 for 2 twice. And then An Fayen, who's just gone miss here, was also 1 of 2 on his possession. So the two big guys between them need this one to be 50%. Which they get, but just 4 of 8 between Ran Yanfei and Zhao Qi in 8 shots. Not great production, not great return for them. Especially if they're trading it against the 3 of Kanemaru at the other end. Here it is Tanaka. Tanaka off the glass. Can't get it. She brings in that rebound. An Yanfei puts it on the deck. Draws a travel. Well, it's going to be a foul. Travel must have been before he dribbled the ball. Thought about the 3, didn't he? And that kind of hesitation almost took away his own rhythm. 1:19 left, a 7-point Japanese lead. They've led throughout this first half, but they've never had the lead into double digits. The largest it's been is 8. And what an opportunity this could be. Rossiter on the bench with foul trouble. There's the little drive to the inside, nearly a travel against Takashi. Now the Shinoyama jump shot misses. And China have possession back inside a minute left in this first half. An Yanfei has the ball. He'll move it on. There's now Hu Mingxuan. Gives it up as well. The lefty, Hu Mingxuan, going off the glass. The applaud from his coach. Banker's open. It's a needed basket for China. It doesn't matter how it goes in. 3 points goes on the scoreboard. And that is important right now. There's Japan trying to find some room. Tanaka will pull up for 3. Can't get it. Great offensive rebound, but the reverse doesn't go. Here comes China once more. 10 seconds. Last opportunity from them. They'll decide to slow it down. Shujie holding and waiting. He's double teamed. Eventually finds a jump shot of Ran Yanfei, but it doesn't go. Oh, half-time here. It's a 4-point game. Japan have had the lead through the whole of the first half, and it's 45-41 in favor of them here at the break. And we see the statistics. China, good percentage, but just 3 of 6 from the 3-point line. Japan, however, 50% as well, having made 10 threes. 12 assists for Japan, 9 of them in that first quarter, as they really did play some beautiful offensive basketball. And Tanemaru leads the way in scoring. The only man in double figures after a quiet first sort of 12 minutes really came to life at the end of that second quarter. We'll see some of these highlights. A lot of threes for Japan, as we know they always do. They made 10 threes, just 3 2-point shots for the Japanese team in that first 20 minutes. But, you know, I think even with a 4-point lead, they'll have a little bit of frustration over their game management. Those last couple of minutes didn't really get some great looks. In the last 2 minutes or so, allowed China just to dig themselves back into the game. And, you know, overall, though, good first 20 minutes for the Japanese team. They got through some foul trouble. And managed to keep key guys away from too much bother. Ryan Roster has 2. Makoto Hijima has 3. That's a big annoyance for them. He has 7 points personal. And then also Shafa has 3 fouls. So for Japan, that's going to be the biggest worry for them. They've played nicely offensively. They've moved the ball, really shared it beautifully. They've taken the physical challenge. The Chinese have taken to them as well. But fouls are a problem for China. They need to look after the ball a little bit better than they did in that first half. A lot of their turnovers did come in the first quarter, but 11 on the game is just far too many for them. They've got a lot of those turnovers, trying to force it to the inside where they do have an advantage, and when they've got it there, they have caused problems picking up fouls against the Japanese. They need to make sure, though, they can try and look after the ball a little bit, try and get control of this tempo and overall in the game. And we see, you know, that influence of that front line for China in off the bench. Ran Fan Wei. He has 8 points, and then also Zhao Shi, also 8 points and 8 rebounds in just 10 minutes for him. He has been the X factor in keeping China in the game. See if he can take them to victory once again in this third quarter. So China 2-0 in qualification for FIBA Asia Basket so far. Trail here at the half in their attempt to go to 3-0. And Japan have put together a first 20 minutes to be proud of. Can they continue that into the second half? That's the question. We're going to take a short break from action here, but we won't be far away from the second 20 minutes as Japan face off against China.
Nice pass. Oh, what a block. Fujitaka usually came from the weak side. Japan trying to end the quarter on the 3, and they do. Makoto Hiyajima shows his experience, shows his quality. Abelentos has it turned over. Prosper comes up with 2-on-1. Watch out. Oh! And Prosper throws it down and gives the cameraman a shot. Oh! Gavin Edwards puts an exclamation mark under this little run that Japan have, and Edwards has been impressive. Impressive doesn't do his performance justice. Morrison nowhere to go again. Oh, little pass. Oh, out of nothing, Morrison saves the day with the pass. Beautiful pass, nice cut. And Shea gets the 2. No Prosper in the game for Indonesia. Kwame hands it off. Turn the corner, Kwame, a little pick and roll, and throws it down. Koku Kwame having a game.
both teams at the benches here in the half then. Just getting ready to come out for the second half and entertaining first 20 minutes. Japan have the lead over China. If you're just joining us, they have led throughout this first half. Some excellent ball movement. As you'd expect, some excellent three-point shooting from the Japanese as well. At one stage, the lead up to 8, but it's never hit double digits. China always maintaining touching distance, and that's been the frustration really for Japan. They've played well. They've got foul trouble now coming into the second half that they've got to contend with as well. So these first few minutes will be important for the Japanese team. You know, can they maintain this lead? Can they not pick up any cheap fouls for key guys like Ryan Rossiter, who's there on the floor? He has 2 fouls for China. This deep team, you know, off the bench, their front line of Rong Fanwei and Zhao Qi led the way. 8 points each for those 2 guys and 13 rebounds between them in the first half. So a lot to go here at halftime. Entertaining game, as I said. You know, really enjoyed it. Fast pace in the first quarter, which favoured Japan. China kind of got a better control of tempo in the second quarter. And I think that's something they probably would have discussed at the half as well. First possession for China then. And this can be an early 3, leading to an offensive rebound. Something the Chinese just haven't done well. Shoot the 3. On that occasion, it was Zhao Jiwei that missed. And then something else they've not done well, which is successfully passed the ball as a turnover committed by Zhang Zhenlin. Gives possession back to Japan. 11 turnovers in that first half for China. Rossiter moves it on, and Japan can't get the 3 to go. Push the other way. Wu Qian, nice little dump off. And Hu Mingxuan gets the layup to go for the opening score of the second half. Makes it a 2-point game here. And they score, means they can get into their half-court defense a lot easier as well. China, they're going to switch ball screens here. Another change up for them. See how that works. Oh, great rejection. Shun Zujie, and some excellent defense against Tanaka there. You know, the big man switches, keeps his man in front, and then gets the big block as well. 2.6 on the shot clock. Rossiter goes to the step back. Oh, he gets it to go. Ryan Rossiter makes the 3. He is a game changer for this Japanese team with his versatility. Nice look to the inside and 1. Well, it was a fast pace in the first quarter, and we've got it back here at the beginning of the third. The 3 from Rossiter, blink of an eye. China the other way, used the early ball screen. 2 quick passes out, and they'll get the and 1. The foul is going to be called against Schaffer as well. That is foul number 4, I believe. Let's have just a quick check. Yeah, 4th foul against Schaffer. That is huge. He's surely going to have to spend some time on the bench now. Oh, no action from the sideline. As Shun Zujie makes the free throw as well. A 2-point game once more. A foul. This time against China. China going to bring the pressure. Sometimes, you know, this is a tactic which can go against you, against the Japanese. Opens up the floor and allows a high tempo, which is what the Japanese want. Here is Rossiter putting on the fly, finds Schaffer. The great ball movement. They'll get the wide open look. Another miss. Offensive rebound. They lose it on the way up. Eventually, somehow, it gets to the open man. And the 3 from Naoto Tsuji is good. That is Japanese basketball at its best right there. The ball movement, the quick play, knocking down the three. As China immediately respond once again. Good work from young Yenlin. Rossiter once more the sort of short roll provider, but a turnover for Japan. Strong drive, doesn't go, the tip in, and it's once again young Yenlin. Now back-to-back scores for him. He moves now to 4 points. There you see the domination on the glass. China 22-11. They do have a much bigger team. We said 13 rebounds between the, the inside duo that's on the bench currently for China. Something Japan need to do, even though they've got the smaller team. They've got to try and keep, some sort of control on the glass. Good defense on the initial play as Ujier can't get it to go. There is the trailing young Yenlin. Some good work from him. Sideline possession. Tanaka brings it in. I'll move it on. Rossiter on the floor. Now Suji trying to find some open. Rossiter eventually behind the back. And Schaffer lays it up. Beautiful play at the end of the shot clock from Japan. Rossiter behind the back dish off. China turn it over. Well, it was the same play that worked for them a second ago, but the defense was completely different. And China have got to make that adjustment. A terrible pass from the man, young Yenlin, who had been playing so well. Must read the defense rather than just assume that the man's going to be open. He's gone out now because of that mistake. It's a shame after 2 positive plays for him. And Yun Fei is back into the game, who's had such a strong first half. You can see the intent from China. They rotated a lot in that first half. Feel like, right now they're trying to make sure they win this game. Double screen for Japan, trying to get Tanaka the shot. He does, and that is why. Tanaka gets the open look, knocks it down. 5-point game now. Again, that's a better decision. They looked in the right place, defense had adjusted, so they went elsewhere. And a rare 3-point make for China. They've shot it percentage-wise really well today. They've only made 4 threes. Good pressure on the ball. Now Rossiter will take a 3 of his own. Way short though. It's going to hit the front of the ring as Wu Qian brings it down quickly. And Yun Fei thought about the 3. Wu Qian trying to find some room. Good defense from Japan. Fanye is going to get the double team. Can he find the open man? Shot clock getting low. Oh, he dribbles out himself. He does eventually get the open pass. And the score for Shun Zujie is good. Look at this. Off the dribble. Fanye gets it to the inside. Finds the open man. A little roar of delight from Shun Zujie. He fails to convert the bonus. Japan trying to run that shooter off the baseline. Nothing open. And now, the can pop game doesn't work. Good defense from China, hounding the ball handler. A little Euro step doesn't go. Offensive rebound. And the reverse finish is good. Well, Shun Zujie was on his own. There was no one really with him, but didn't matter to the big man. He just carried on going. 13 points now for him. 6 of 7 from the field. That's why he is full of confidence. China with the lead. First lead of the game for them. 57-55. It's nearly short-lived. It could be here as the 3 is up. Back-to-back misses and a foul. Good work on the glass from Takushi. Lost the foul. That was the previous possession. Sun Jie. Jie just making plays on his own. He's gone to the bench now. It's a well-earned break. As substitutions come in for China. Rossiter's little runner. He's good. Rossiter's showing the whole offensive package here. You know, hit the 3, put it on the floor. Just a beautiful provider, distributor as well throughout the game as China try and bully it to the inside with Zhou Qi. He's back into the game, but he misses. We're tied at 57. 4 minutes left in this third quarter. Tanaka moves it on. Rossiter this time going to the fadeaway. Oh, way short from Rossiter. Rebound and push from Zhou Qi. She can't get it on the inside. They'll take the 3 instead. Japan secure the rebound. This time they'll try and slow it. Tanaka using the screen. Tanaka shot blocked. China chance to run perhaps. They've got numbers down the floor. They go high early, and it is the right decision because Zhou Qi was the first man down the floor, and anytime he is down there early, you want to get him a touch. It's exactly what China did. And Zhou Qi has moved to double digits now. He's got 10 points and 9 rebounds in just 11 minutes of action. Great assist from Xu Jie. And China have the lead here, 59-57. Timeout called by Japan.
We are doing a good job. Okay?
要回到自己的位置上，你外线不要轮转。他们没有那么大的那个外线内线，给我点能量 ，OK 吗？你别想投不投篮，你先把防守做好，你反击不篮板就来分了，光想得什么分？走你的。
For Marco Andrade. Okay?
Marco Torres
For
del
Marco
Suico.
Andrade. One down. One down. Okay?
One down.
And then you. Okay?
Let's go. In transition. We're going back. We're good.
트라이션에 모았다 내줄 거네.
Each unit shot.
There's the numbers for Zhou Qi. Great game for him, and I said they're impressive numbers, even more impressive when you look at the fact he's only played 11 minutes and 55 seconds. Nearly a double-double for him in that time. Great insight into the timeout as always, and you could hear the Japanese team say we're good. Coach Yama said we're doing okay. He was quite happy with the play for them so far. Rossiter told his team they just got to get back in defensive transition, stop easy baskets for China, and they believe that's going to really help them. A little confusion here, I'm not sure why. Schaffer's coming into the game. Well, he's got 4 fouls, remember. 3.5 minutes until the break. 3-quarter break. Don't want to foul out in the third, that's for sure. Pressure from China, easily broken from Japan, and then a cheap foul is going to be called against Liu Wenbo. Team fouls now against China. That's the 4th foul on Liu Wenbo. Hasn't played a lot of minutes, just 9 minutes. And that's another one. This time, though, it's against Yao Yenhao. It's going to be 2 shots for Japan, though. pressure's great from China. You want to get up the floor, you want to play hard, you've got a deep team. But at the same time, you know, it's plays like that are just frustrating. You do not want to commit a foul for a player who's cutting away from the basket near the halfway line. When Japan have been struggling a little offensively these last few minutes, Makoto Hijima, especially, he's got 7 points on the game. He's been quiet recently, and we already saw in that first half, sometimes when you send somebody to the line, how it can get them going. As you saw Kosuke Kanumara got a couple of free throws and then really started to kind of find his groove to have 12 points in that first half. Haven't seen him in the second half, surprisingly, yet, despite the fact he's the leading scorer. As Hijima went 1 of 2, then he gets the steal. Japan still trailing by 1. Roster's going to set this middle screen. Sets it once more. The pull-up jumper is good. Now good work off that high ball screen from Yuki Tagashi. Went one way, then the other. A little bit of room. We've already seen what a knockdown shooter he is. There's that back screen. Eventually they get that play to work, China, but Zochi couldn't finish. That's the same play they've been called for 2 fouls with. Now Japan will move the ball on. Tagashi gives it back, one more. The extra pass, but the three-point shot not dropping for Japan, surprisingly, here in this third quarter. Now they're a 40% three-point shooting team. Just a couple of really easy looks. And speaking of easy looks, there's one for the number 8, Yang Yanlin, who knocks it down. Gives China the lead once more. It's 61 plays 60 here. There's the correction on the scoreboard. Tagashi changes that, gives Japan the lead once more. And after knocking down a couple of jumpers, he gets to the basket for a rare, 2-point make for the Japanese. Same play for China. They're trying to go to the inside. They're trying to draw fouls against Rossiter. I think there's a driving finish is good. Tough work in the end as Yang Yanlin gets it to go. Roster moves it on. This man Tagashi once again. Tagashi gets it to the inside and gets it away too quick. Off the screen right now, Tagashi. Now worried about the threat of Rossiter on the roll. China, and that's what's opened it up for Tagashi. He's taken advantage. Smart play from him. China moving the ball nicely, one side to the other. Haven't made any headway yet. Eventually, though, nice drive. Finish, can't go. Hijima gets himself to the lane, finishes it off beautifully. And a turnover from China. Not sure what happened there. Threw the ball on the back of a defender inside the last 30 seconds we go here in this third quarter. Japan have regained their advantage, the lead at 3. How they'd love to stretch this out to 6 here. They want Hijima to have the ball. No, they're going to get Tagashi on the switch. Tagashi causing real problems. A shot clock violation against Japan. Well, frustration for them. Haramoto needed to know the clock. He had the opening. Togashi's penetration found him on the perimeter. And I think Haramoto should have looked to shoot the 3. I wasn't a fan of the game management from Japan at the end of the second quarter and into the half. And also here in the third, it could really kind of undo them. Go subs for foul trouble. Yeah, Hijima out, get Roster out. Don't want them to commit fouls. They need to get a score here or stop here, and they're not going to do it. That's just too easy. The dive and finish from Zoshi. Oh, and a foul is called. Wow, a heads-up play from Yuki Tagashi. He's drawn a foul. It's team fouls, so he's going to get 2 shots here. Wow. Said about the poor time management from Japan. China They get a score, and then how do they give this up? Gashi fouled in the backcourt. Right there, look. As he's trying to get the heave with a second or so to go. Question is it 2 shots or 3? I think that's what the officials are looking at. If he's picked the ball up, he could get 3 shots here, Togashi, which would be a huge advantage for Japan going into the 4th quarter. The referee's looking it over. It's all about, you know, I think he could get 3 shots here because the ball was in his hands. He was taking his steps to, you know, heave. I know it's in the backcourt, but it doesn't matter. And it is 3 shots to come. What a poor play for China. Here we see it, watch. Right now, look, he's picked the ball up, he's taken his steps, he's trying to find that room to shoot. Absolutely spot on from our officials. They've put 0.5 of a second left on the clock as well. Probably not enough time for China to get their own shot. Togashi, what a 3rd quarter for him. Made a 3, got to the basket twice as well, caused some problems defensively. A big step-up performance for him. Makes the first 2. He's now into double digits as well. 4 of 5 from the field. That gives a 4-point lead to Japan. Togashi, 12 points personal. And at the 3-quarter time here, it is 69 plays 65. What a game this has been, back and forth. You know, Japan have led throughout the first half. Then you feel like they've let it go. China have the advantage. But Japan have recovered. And see the percentages there. What a 4th quarter this is stepping up to be. You see some of the highlights. Started all China. Felt like they'd you know, made a couple of adjustments, regained their composure from that first half where Japan had led throughout, and you know, almost felt that the Chinese were just going to slowly turn the screws to a victory here. But Japan, you know, the explosiveness they have, we know the high tempo, the offensive power they have, and we saw it every time they've been needed. They've made a play. Guys have stepped up for them. If they can just control that man, Zachi, on the inside, try and secure their rebounds, this could go towards a impressive Japanese victory. These 2 teams, remember, played just a couple of nights ago. Wednesday night, 57-66. It's definitely a different game to that one, a low-scoring game on that occasion. Here at 3-quarter time, it's anything but that. He's 69 plays 65. Togashi, quick look at his numbers. We already mentioned them, and what a big 3rd quarter he had. Stepping up, that's exactly what you need. You know, Japan, they haven't been able to use Hijima too much because of his foul trouble. But the national team, you know, every player here is a star for their club programs. Hijima, 10 points, limited to 13 minutes, though, with 3 fouls. And his replacement, Togashi, has done a superb job. He's got 12 points, but 2 assists, and more importantly, just 1 turnover as well. 15 turnovers for China, just 9 for Japan. Underway in the 4th. Togashi has the ball. Chance for Japan to stretch this lead out even more. Schaffer's out there playing with the 4 fouls. He rolls to the ring. Here it is, the hot hand. Togashi, the fade-in jump shot is good. Well, they are going to him, and rightly so. Togashi, 14 points now, 4 for 4 from the 2-point range. China looking to get to the inside, but this Japanese defense packing it in. He's going to give up that 3, and China, through Yao Ji Wei knock it down. 3-point game now. Nobody can take a massive advantage here. We've not had a double-digit lead for either team throughout the game here tonight. Off the screen, it is Tanaka getting to the lane, the kick out, and the three is good. Japan struggled to knock it down in that third quarter. Haramoto this time makes the 3-point shot. Perhaps should have shot one at the end of that clock. The roll takes the foul. There'll be 2 shots for Ranfanier. And you see the penetration, kick, just draw the defender. Haramoto all the time in the world. Picture perfect form from him. That is Japanese basketball right there. As China get the shot they want. Yeah, Ranfanier is fouled on his way to the basket, but he has struggled at the line from way tonight. Misses the first. Just 4 of 7. Can't get the roll either. 4 of 8. Rebound bouncing around. Who's going to come up with it? Jump ball. Chinese possession as Japan started the fourth quarter. And Ranfanier has had a good game. 8 points, 6 rebounds, but just 50% from the line for him. Japan will be cursing not being able to control their boards on a missed free throw. Line possession. Where will China go on this possession? Use a screenshot card getting low and a foul. Haramoto. It's another mental breakdown for him. For me, shot clock with getting low. Ball handler going to the corner. Just no need to commit the foul there. And he goes to the bench. Brings Roster back in. Haramoto. Just mental decisions from him. This high screen, little stumble though. Ooh, Ming Xuan nearly turns it over. And now the strong drive, excellent kick out. Not looking to shoot the three though, China, until eventually it gets back to Hu Mingxuan, and he knocks down the three, the lefty, making it China's percentage much higher today from 3, as Hu Mingxiao is 2 for 2. Once again, keeping it close. 3-point game. Here is Roster. Opens up for him. Oh, he'll take the hit, Roster. I think he should have tried to make the shot a little bit more. Almost went searching for the foul. Wasn't bothered about the basket. Look at the space he has. Yeah. Sort of lost it on the way up, didn't he? Didn't get the chance to finish it properly. Maybe it was the hit that caused that. Give him some credit. I love the way the role they use him in, though. I think it's perfect for him. Getting those touches all around the foul line. He's just so dangerous. The versatility he has, put it on the floor, pass it, shoot it, and just really suits the Japanese way with all the 3-point threats around him. First is good for Rossiter. Second gets the roll. 8 minutes left in this one. 5-point game. China trying to find some openings. Set the back screen. They want to go to the inside. Nothing there though. Shot clock to 5. Hu Mingxuan along the baseline. Well, he showed the 3-point shot, the lefty. Then he goes, drives to the basket and finishes with the right. Great work from him. Back and forth game here. Togashi has it. We'll use the screen. Togashi trying to find that room. Penetrates, kicks it. Shot clock down to 3. Oh, eventually the little step and the floating layup is good. Great play from Tanaka. He's got 11 points now. Tanaka leads back to 5. Now it's China's turn. who's going to get some consistent stops on the defensive end. Japan come away with it that time. Now, can they just get a little run here? 4-6 points. If they can have a few of them in these next couple of minutes, surely they'll be on their way. Takashi kicks it. They've got an opening. Now it's Rossiter with the runner. It's good. All came from the penetration of that man, Yuki Takashi, into the lane. Unselfish play from him to kick it. And then just watch the way they moved the ball. First one, then the other. Rossiter, the little runner, gets it to drop, and it's a 7-point game, 80-73. We said these little short bursts, 4 to 6 points, going to be so important in these next couple of minutes. Now China, they've got to do the same. Coming out of this timeout, you know, little 4-point run here, a score, a stop, and another score. It's important for them. Lamas, the Argentine head coach of Japan, looking on there as we see Rossiter, 14 points, Tanaka, 7 assists, Higashi, 5 rebounds, the game leaders for Japan. Been so impressed with the way they've kind of set themselves out for this one. Japan really have played well, some good adjustments from the loss the other night. I think Rossiter really is key to that. 14 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds for him. What can China do coming out of this timeout? No surprise, Zhao Shi is back into the game. He's on that low block. Now he spaces the floor. Penetration and foul against Japan. As Shuto Ando puts his hands on his head. And nod towards the bench, he's front there. Says, my fault. I've frustrated he'd commit the foul. China at the line. 2 shots to come for Zhao Jiwei. First is good. Zhao Jiwei. 2 of 2. Steady play from him. And a little bit of a change up here from China. Extended defense. Looks like a zone. 2-3. Dangerous against the Japanese team that shoots it so well. Surely they're going to look to just move the ball, get an open 3 somewhere. And now, is it man-to-man defense for China at the end of the clock? It's down to 2. Takashi's 3. Well, China, first of all, they've got to get in the rebound. They eventually do. It worked on that occasion for them. Just a little change-up, put some indecision in for Japan. And then the other way, it's that man, Zhao Shi, who got the rebound and was left open on his way to the basket. So we said these little runs so important, and China have done exactly that. 4 points in a row coming out of the timeout. Now we see they'll stay in this zone, just creating some confusion for Japan and slow them down. They will get an open 3 here, though. It's the corner 3. Doesn't go, but the offensive rebound for Schaffer. And now Takashi moves it on. Schaffer, this time the mid-range 2. Doesn't go. Another offensive rebound. No. China eventually snatch it away. And Hu Mingxuan fouled. Team fouls against Japan, so it'll be 2 shots. Yeah, you see the last possession, just simple give and go. You can't leave a man like Zhao Shi that open. He's got 14 points, 10 rebounds in just 16 minutes. Zhao Shi, so sorry, that was the 4th foul against Japan as they go up high. And Zhao Shi gets the lob. 2 more for him. He has been more than a thorn in the side. It's been a real problem for the Japanese defense to match up with. And this defense has really thrown the rhythm for Japan. 5 seconds now on the clock. A foul is going to be called. It's Hubing Xuan and Ryan Rossiter just kind of coming together. Nice little slip out. That's great big man play. Excellent pass, of course, from Zhao Jiwei. But all credit to Zhou Shi. Setting the screen, saw the man who was guarding the ball, had changed his angles to try and recover and just slipped so quickly to the ring. Defense never had the opportunity to get back. 1 point game here. Another miss for Japan. Here comes China. Now slow it, give it up, Zhao Jiwei. Surely they'll go back to that same sort of action they do. Now Chi rolling, and a foul is called. Team fouls. Timeout called by Japan.
Hey, what are we doing? We're dribbling the ball and looking the zone. Please, if it's for cut, okay, if it's for cut, give the ball, come, pass the ball, swim, Ryan, fill the corner, okay? We give all the shot to Abby, and the shooter don't shoot. And if we play this, okay, all go back and play the pick and roll, but try to attack and shoot it, okay?
Hey, we're also not playing
Let's go.
defense.
Let's go.
All right, no thanks, but we gotta play defense.
Ichi-Nissan.
在中国联防的上面，哇，好了，加油加油加油加油！
It's almost counterproductive in thought that a team like Japan can be zoned because, you know, they shoot the ball so well from the perimeter. 13 of 32, 40% for three. They've made as many three-point shots as two, and you'd think, you know, against the zone, they just move the ball and shoot the three, but it's the rhythm that's really changed. Now, you know, they're a little bit slower. They're a little bit more methodical than they have been against man-to-man, where they were able to just move the ball without kind of thinking too much. And get it wide open shots. Zhao Jiwei makes the first. And the second. China take the lead once again. 81 plays 80 here. 4 minutes to go. Back to man for the Chinese. I don't think that'll be for long. Japan trying to find some room. Tagashi now. This is what he's not able to do against the zone. Try and probe. Nice little pass. Schaffer goes hard. Can't finish. Rossiter on the offensive glass is fouled. So that's the difference. You know, when the shot clock's winding down, Tagashi against the zone hasn't been able to cause those problems with penetration. And so often the Japanese threes come from when they get to the lane and are able to kick out. So fifth foul is called against Yopeng. I think China will go back to that zone pretty quickly after this free throw as Rossiter at the line now. Chance to tie the game with this one. Oh, gets the friendly touch. Just rolls in. Steadies himself for the second. Ryan Rossiter, 15 points now. Way short on that one though. 5 assists as well. We are tied 81 apiece here. China Go back to the bully ball, to the inside, and it's Yun Fei, who had an excellent first half. Quiet in the second, gets the 2, double figures for him. And it is that zone for China. Japan needs to stop thinking about it being a zone and just, you know, be aggressive. Tagashi now gives it up. Suji now Rossiter, 2 on the clock. He's going to have to go quickly to the fadeaway. Misses everything. Here comes China the other way. Strong, quick drive from Zhao Jiwei. Now they'll move it on. Along from Wei holds and waits. No hurry from China. They got a 2-point lead. They're under 3 minutes. Zhao Jiwei. Nice little pass to the inside. And the finish is good for Zhao Qi. That man. Zhao Qi now. 18 points. 11 rebounds. 7 of 10 from the field. 44 to 18 points in the paint. Japan looking around, trying to find an opening somewhere. Still game very much on. A couple of threes from them. Could change this one, but they're going to need better shots than that. Roster again forcing it up off one leg, and China all the momentum right now. Subs ready to come in for Japan. Zhao Jiwei finds Hong Fan Wei. Kick out, open 3. China rolling. They missed that one. Rebound batted around, and it's going to be Japanese ball. Well, that one right there for China could have almost sealed it. They had the open 3 and a near offensive rebound as well. Look at this from Azoshi. Catches it against traffic, steadies himself, and then with the finish. Great work from him, and he is the X factor. Zhao Jiwei. Zoshi, 18 points, 11 rebounds. Japan forced into another timeout here. 1:59 left. They trail by 4.
Won't take the shot.
We
No, we need attack. Okay, play one down, okay?
One down,
But
sure.
aggressive
Aggressive,
to
Nicole.
attack. To go to
Aggressive
the
in
basket,
action.
okay?
Up. One down.
Yeah, one down.
Okay.
One down, okay? One down. Ah,
把篮全保住，就拿球，然后呢，往上面，
你看一下，看一下，
这是过来，这边是14号，不要回头去协防，到了14。中队。
Coach Latamas telling his team they need to be the aggressor here in this final couple of minutes. So it's 1 down is the play call. He said though, but be aggressive. I think that's exactly right. You know, they've gone so passive against this zone. Just changed the game. Excellent work on the sideline for China to make the call. You know, you've got to give that credit to Coach Dufeng. There we go then. Inside 2 minutes. Japan looking around. Who's going to make the play? Wide open look. Tanaka can't hit it though. And that's another example just of the way they've lost that rhythm. Not flowing offensively since the change in defense. They will drop into a zone themselves. Try and occupy it inside. Will it have the same effect? China have the benefit. Using off some clock. Now it's getting low. Zhao Jiwei is going to force it up. Can't hit it. The offensive rebound for China. This is the advantage they have, that size on the inside. Hong Fan Wei kicks it. Another open 3, and this one is good. Zhao Yanhao knocks it down. China's bench love it. What a come from behind victory this could be for them. 7-point lead now. Japan trying to find something. Just no opening, and they're going to get tied up here. Jump ball, I think it's going to be Japanese possession. 50 seconds left though. Haramoto stumbles to the floor, does a good job to look after or keep control of it. 23-12, fourth quarter for China. They really have turned it on when it mattered. Japan trying to get it in. Togashi, open look, gets it to go. Well, Yuki Togashi knocking it down. A glimmer of light, perhaps, for Japan. It's a 4-point game. 40 seconds remains. They have to get a stop. This could be the game right here if China can get a score. Holding and waiting. They're in no hurry whatsoever. Hu Mingxuan holding the ball. They go to the inside. This is where they have the advantage. China, a little baseline, spin and score. Ran Fan Wei. Ran Fei with the score. That might be enough. Quick three the other way. Doesn't go. China grabbing the rebound. And Japan look like they're dropping off now. China cross the half. Pull it out. And they will look to dribble this one out. The shot clock is off. What a fourth quarter from China. What a victory from them. They'll attack now with a couple of seconds left. Can't get it to go as the buzzer sounds. A marvelous fourth quarter for China has seen them get a come-from-behind win here. They trailed throughout as Japan led in this game for 30 minutes before falling 90-84. China with the victory then. Great work from them. See the numbers. They shot the three ball well today, China. 7 for 15, 42%. That was one of the questions over them. And the assist total, Japan, 20 in the game, but 9 in the first quarter. Top scorers for China. They were led by Zhao Qi, number 15. He had a fine game on the inside for China. What frustration for that Japanese team. Japan, with the loss, will drop to 2-2. They will still have to await their chances of being one of the top 2 out of Group B to qualify forward automatically to 2021 Asia Basket. There's, of course, the opportunity to be a third-place qualifier as well for them. But they will be hoping to get that direct qualification, assuming China can defeat Chinese Taipei in their final group game. And here we see some of the action from the second half. Well, China started the third quarter brightly. They started to power it to the inside. They started to find that momentum. And you felt like the game was going to be won, you know, just slowly, surely by them using the inside force that they had. You know, a couple of big step-up performances from them on the inside. We already talked about Zhao Qi, 18 points, 12 rebounds. And of course, Ran Fei as well. He had 12 points and 9 rebounds, a near double-double. Also, the other strong performer was Shun Zhujie. Shun Zhujie had 13 points himself. But Japan recovered. You know, they led in that third quarter by some really strong play from Yuki Togashi. He ended with 17, but the change in defense for China, the absolute difference maker. Last few minutes or so, just out of nowhere, dropped into that matchup zone, just killed the momentum for Japan. They weren't able to get any open looks whatsoever. And China just continued to get the ball to the inside to that man there. Look, Qi, back-to-back dunks for him in that crucial period where Japan was struggling to score on the other end. And when they needed it, China had those step-up plays. Question coming into the game was the three-point shooting. China answered that one, shooting and making 7 of their 15 attempts here tonight. Actually shot a better percentage than the Japanese, and despite, you know, this late one, just couldn't get it to go against the zone. Togashi led the way. He finished with 17. Rossiter, 15 points and 6 assists. And then Makoto Hiyima had 10 points, limited with foul trouble, though, in just 15 minutes of play. Coach from China there, Coach Du Feng, said all credit to him. That late shift in defense was the difference to help his team stay unbeaten in qualification for 2021 Asia Basket. Oh, quick look at the league standings then, the group stages right now. Updated, the third victory for China sees them go to the top. Japan sitting in second place. Remember, Japan, Chinese still haven't secured qualification, as Chinese Taipei have the opportunity to match their 2-2 record as well, as China will face off against Chinese Taipei tomorrow. But for me here tonight in the Philippines, it is good night as China defeat Japan.